What's up everybody, I'm the Mangoose, you are awesome, and today I'm bringing you some Sevarog jungle gameplay. A quick rundown of what Sev is all about in case you didn't play Paragon, and there are some differences between Paragon and Predecessor. He has a passive that allows him to gain souls if he gets the last hit on a minion or hero with any ability. It used to be only Soul Siphon would do this, but now it's any ability. Each soul stack gives him an extra 0.5 magic damage on his Soul Siphon ability and 2 additional health. When you reach certain amounts of the stacks, your shoulders grow and you get additional health and magic damage. The Soul Siphon is his Q, it's a frontal cone of magical damage. His E ability is Subjugate, this roots targets in the area. His right click lets him dash forward, and his ultimate is a big ass swing with his hammer that knocks stuff backwards. Now, I am not a jungler. I consider myself a support main that dabbles in mid and offlane a bit. I usually don't set foot in the jungle, but I wanted to play as many heroes and positions as I could for you guys. Lucky for me, the jungle in Pred was stupid easy, and also, I've been playing against hardcore fault players for years, while most people playing these stress tests and closed beta tests, they haven't touched a third-person MOBA since Paragon. I'm going to try to do a better job in this particular video of pointing out the various features of Predecessor's jungle. Normally junglers will start with the red buff, which gives you damage over time effect on basic attacks, and it gives you a slow on your basic attacks. With Sevarog, I want to start with the blue buff. This gives you mana regen, and it gives you extra ability damage on PvE objectives like jungle minions. This is going to help me with my clear as I'm trying to get my soul stacks. So what I'm going to do with these jungle camps is I'm going to try and get them low enough to where I can either execute them with my Soul Siphon or with my Subjugate, my 2 damaging abilities. So there we go, we got 2 stacks with 1 Subjugate, or 1 Siphon. That's kind of the name of the game with Sevarog, is getting as many stacks with 1 Siphon as you possibly can. Through experience of playing the game, these camps that have 1 large minion and 2 small ones give XP. These camps with a whole host of minions, they give more gold than the other camps. So it doesn't really matter if you do a full clear, you're still going to get the same amount of gold and XP anyway. But I like these smaller camps better with Sevarog because you just get more stats off of them, right? And yeah, it wasn't worth waiting, I think, for that particular one. And let's see if we can get that one. The Subjugate, there we go. So as long as I'm landing abilities to get these last hits, I'm in the clear. So at 3 minutes, the river buff spawn. This is a green buff. This will give me a shield, which is quite good for junglers. And I'm gonna, as I'm passing through, even if this gank isn't successful, I do want to just at least show my presence and help our Bellica get that other jungle camp. As long as their mid laner knows that we're in the area, they're gonna be a little cautious. You know what I mean? So just showing your face is oftentimes enough. And while I'm going through the jungle, I will be looking for any opportunities where the enemy team is pressed up just a little too far so I can get that gank in. Now we'll go ahead and clear the red buff camp. It's worth mentioning, you see the item, it's called Hunt. You see that in my action bar, it looks like a dagger. What that does when minions, large enough minions, it doesn't work for the small minions, but camps like Fangtooth, the red and blue buffs, or the Orb Prime or the Mini Prime, will get auto-executed once they get to a certain health threshold. This automatically gives you stacks as well, so you don't have to finish these minions with an ability, because your hunt will do that for you and give you those stacks. And now this Sevarog is pushed up pretty far, so let's see if we can get a gank. We know that we don't have to worry about the offlaner. The jungler is here. I wanted to come in and counter jungle, but Kallari, I'm not afraid of her. I've got a level up on her. I've got red buff. I don't have full mana, but I'm not afraid of an early game Kallari with a Sevarog. And then here comes Fing Mal to help out as well. And he was nice enough to back up and give me the stack. That's a good Feng Mao right there. Thanks, buddy. First back, I'm picking up Brimstone, which radiates damage around you. I thought this was a mistake because I thought the Brimstone was killing off minions and not allowing me to get stacks. Turns out, if minions die to the radiating damage aura around you from Brimstone, you still get the stacks from that. So this is definitely a worthwhile item to pick up on Sevarog. Hopefully it'll be that way in the future. And right here, you're going to see my inexperience getting the best of me. Should have focused Sparrow in this fight, but I saw this low-ass Darbash, and I thought I could get a stack with the Subjugate on him, but I couldn't. Poor Kalari. If you don't see her coming, she's very dangerous, but you see her coming like this, and it's just easy kill. And we get the Subjugate, which means we get soul stacks off of that. So thank you for the soul stacks, Kalari. The jungler and support are dead. This would have been the optimum time to get Fangtooth, but instead I'm just going to counter jungle. The middle lane Bellica just isn't pushed up far enough for me to effectively gank either, so it's just better to just starve out the enemy jungler of their camps while getting more stacks for myself. And now she's pushed up a little further. Yeah, dig that up. Went ahead and grabbed the river buff, more for stacks than anything, but it did give me purple, which is extra ability damage, and that works on heroes or minions. And now I'm finally making the call to go for Fangtooth. Should have done this a lot earlier. Fangtooth is very important. The first time you take Fangtooth, it increases your buff duration for your entire team. Not a big deal. But the second time you take Fangtooth, it gives you 8% increased movement speed when out of combat. That's for everybody on your team. That is huge. Way bigger than you think it is. The third time you take Fangtooth, you get 6% increased magical armor, physical armor, magical power, and physical power for your entire team. And then if you take it a fourth time, you get another 6%, and then another. It just keeps adding up. It is really nice to get as many Fangtooth buffs as you possibly can. I think enough Fangtooth buffs just cancels out Orb Prime, because Orb Prime isn't permanent. A Fangtooth buff is permanent. The jungle camps in Predecessor level up and give you even more gold and experience the more times you kill them, but they only level up when they're dead, so that it is worth it to keep going back in and clearing your jungle over and over again. I ended up playing this extremely poorly. I didn't get either the Sevarog or the Sparrow with that subjugate. Just poor targeting on my part. Lack of experience with Sevarog. Another thing, I have my ultimate. I should be throwing a subjugate, well, diving in, throwing a subjugate, and then knocking someone out of this tower so that my team can pick up the kill on him. Sparrow took tower shots for no reason. Luckily, I got that subjugate on the enemy Sparrow, or she would have been dead. But yeah, I played that very poorly. I could have done way better. And I have no idea what happened with my initial subjugate there. I should have gotten both Narbash and Sparrow. He thunked me afterwards, like I had already targeted it and threw it down, so I don't know what exactly happened there. Maybe it was a bug, maybe it's just me fat fingering shit, you know, I don't know. But that should have been a kill on both of them. We did end up getting an ultimate kill on Narbash, which gives us some soul stacks. Would have preferred to have killed the Sparrow. I went ahead and just cut out some of the time I spent in the item shop. I spent way too much time digging through items in Predecessor. Rude. And that's kind of what you want to do with Sevarog. You just want to pull it off way more smoothly than I did just now. You want to bat them away with your ultimate and then catch them with a subjugate whenever they land. That's like kind of like a classic Sevarog combo right there. Grabbing our second Fag Tooth of the game. Again, we should have been taking these a lot more often. This is the one that's going to give us out of combat movement speed. We're heading to Prime right now, and it just hit 20 minutes, so this is the big Prime. This is the Prime Major, whatever you want to call it. It's no longer Mini Prime, and I gotta hand it to Omega Studios. They really made the objectives tough. Like, you definitely have to have your team there whenever you're taking these objectives. You see Steel is almost dead. I get crushed almost immediately when it focuses attention on me. This is definitely a team objective or a Chimera objective, if you got a good Chimera. This thing's crushing us, so we have got to get out. Unfortunate. Unfucking fortunate. When you do take the Orb Prime, your entire team gets a 30% damage increase for a set period of time. And when you're around your minions, they get a buff that gives them, I think, attack speed and power, and it makes them a little stronger. It just gives your minions a boost. Makes it easier to take down towers and objectives. And you see right there, I was waiting for Siphon for those minions. However, it seems like the radiating fire blossom, whatever the hell damage thing I have, actually gave me stacks. We got a big fight going on mid. I want to focus in on Sparrow, but man, I missed my subjugate, and then Narbash starts the channel, crash, bang, boom, so I knocked him away. to stop that, I should have just stayed on Sparrow. Did not. Feng Mao took her out in that fight. But yeah, that's my one death this match, and it's because I screwed up. I should have stayed on the Sparrow. I should have hit that initial subjugate. But it happens. I'll learn from it. The team is taking another shot at Orb Primes. I want to come in here and help out. Steel soaking up all kinds of damage. Good on him. But now we're going to come in, and we do have a little bit of healing for this, and we do have our hunt, which will, well, I mean, it's been upgraded by now, but it'll still give us stacks and give us an execute on the Orb Prime boss, and this is going to set up our team for a nice final push. And you saw that even though it still had quite a bit of health left, I was able to execute it with that item that I picked up at the beginning. So very important in Predecessor to pick up correct jungle items if you wish to jungle. And from here, it's just a matter of force jamming our beefed up minions into their tower without dying. And if we do that long enough, we're going to win this video game. We probably could have ended this match much sooner if I would have been a more aggressive Sevarog. That pretty much wraps it up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you found it informative. I know I made tons of mistakes on Sevarog. Like I said, I'm not a jungle player. I certainly don't hardly ever play Sevarog in the jungle. I like Grux. I like Grux in the jungle. But yeah, that is going to be it for now, folks. If you like the video, please hit that like button. Subscribe for more third-person MOBA content. But for now, this is the Mangoose signing off. You guys have a good one. Mangoose! Special shout out to channel members Foolish Bloodhunter, Jelly Knees, Meow Mix for Men, Stunt, Ferrith, and Raven.